To a barrel. I'm gonna like hell yeah. Por tequila.
Is a doctor specializing in psychiatry and cybernetics. Please welcome
Huh? Oh! Hey there! Didn't notice ya. Right there. Since when are you watching me, huh? A few minutes? Yeah. Well. How can I help ya? Oh, you wanna talk? Yeah. I know it's been a while. But, you know how it be, how no it is. I just... Anyway. You wanna see my reading list? Don't worry, I'll make it interesting. It's only my manga. Hell yeah. Whatever. Okay. First, let's talk about this one. Jiangshi X. It's the most recent manga that I picked up, and, well, a little first thing aside, I am not the biggest fan of shonen anime. I do like them, but manga... Okay, one of my first manga I've ever read was One Piece. I've sold all my volumes since then, because, I don't know, I don't really like the classical battle shonen structure. I'm not the biggest fan of it. Like, you could say that much. But I really tried. If you know me and you know my streams, you know I'm learning Chinese, so I picked it up mostly out of cultural fascination. And I mean, Jiangshi and like Taoism and Taoist wizardry, all really interesting subjects. And like with Jujutsu Kaisen, diving into mythology is one of the biggest strong suits that the battle shonens can provide you with. But personally, I just like some more seinen, mystery, thriller kind of deals than straight up battle shonen. That being said, Jiangshi X I thought was still enjoyable. The main character and his two friends make for a very enjoyable like trio to like read and watch about. And because I like picking up fresh, hot off the presses, new printed manga, I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's just I don't know how much invested I'll going to be in that story because again, it's just not my type of story. If you know what I'm talking about. Okay, one of the next mangas I want to talk about is this one. Mysterious Disappearances. Or if you translate it straight from Japanese, it would be Mysteries, Maidens, and Mysterious Disappearances. But I prefer the English title for obvious reasons. And don't get me wrong, this fucking manga is hot garbage. Oh my god. But it's such fucking amazing hot garbage. It's right up my alley. It's like an urban mystery series with a few like combat encounters. Like with the loosest terms, combat encounters. It's just like with a battle kind of sense manga, and the mystery solving is peak, the characters are fucking peak. I know there's like a lot of like fan service in there. So far I haven't seen any fan service of the underage characters, and I mean thank God. So from my perspective, it's still readable. I hope to God this stays, because the characterization in this manga is actual fucking phenomenal. Holy shit, there are some scenes in there that actually made me cry. Like, dealing with loss and grief and with feelings of belonging, this manga goes strong, this goes hard. But like every time they're not talking about like a mystery or some character drama and relationships, there's just some fan service fluff in there sometimes, and you just gotta grit your teeth and get through it, but I appreciate it nonetheless. It's really like along the vibe of like Mieroko-chan, and have just watched the anime. I haven't read the manga yet, so I gotta do that. Because people say the manga is better, but like, I just like these like yokai, urban mystery, kind of horror stuff. Like, I'm a long-time listener of the Koabana podcast, and if you like that podcast, you're going to love Mysterious Disappearances, because you also might just pick up on some mysteries along the way. I absolutely can recommend. So, hey, what's up? I got another manga for you. Yasha! That manga fucking rules! My god! It's great. Unironically, I do read a lot of hot garbage. Yasha isn't fucking one. Yasha is like, I don't know, it's kind of like James Bond, or no, yeah, I know, yeah, something, or like, yeah, James Bond, or even better, like, a City Hunter, but like, you know? It's about like a kid who got kidnapped as a child, and then he grew up under the care of like a biology research institute, and that institute like also made him, and like he's super smart and super special. And then he lived like in Japan because his mother like had to flee, but then he has to come back because his mother died, and other stuff, and he has to talk to other people and the guy, and it's super complicated. You really gotta use your nog, you know? But it's amazing. It's fucking amazing. Hands down. Pick it up. You will enjoy it. If you like complicated, like, agent thrillers. It's just, bro, it's so bloody good. My goodness. Like, wow. Just wow. Okay? I've read like the first book, the first volume, yeah. Volume 1, Volume 2. I think it's up to Volume 5. I haven't read all of that. I don't even know if it's done yet. It's pretty old, but like the volumes are thick with like 3 C's. So THICCCCCCC. They are big, and you know that's how peak is done. Oh my god, it's good. Pick it up, do yourself a favor, it's amazing. It is. It just is. Okay? I don't know what to convince you of anymore. It's so good. It's so good. It's so fucking good. Just do yourself a favor and pick it up. I don't know if it's even available in English. My goodness. Just like Mysterious Disappearances, Yasha is a absolute, yeah, gotta read, but like, unlike Mysterious Disappearances, which can be fucking hot garbage, Yasha just stays peak from start to end, no pause, not balls to the walls, but just like, peak fiction, okay? Think it. You gotta pick it up. It's I don't know what to say or what to spoil. There's just so many good ideas in there. It's somewhere between like sci-fi or agent thriller, like, I don't know, Mission Impossible? Yeah, it's very Mission Impossible. Just to like name stuff off my head. Pick it up. Okay. My next manga recommendation isn't really a manga recommendation, but it's peak fiction to Bite Me. And I had to change it to something more appropriate for it. Because we're talking about, yeah, Mo Dao Zhi, or the Grandmaster of Demonic Cultivation. It's great. I haven't read all of it because it's not really a manga, it's a light novel, so I'm taking my sweet time. But I like it, and I mean, it's creative. It's really out of the box. It's unique. I picked it up purely through cultural fascination, but I stuck with it because the story is kind of like, it's interesting. It's really interesting. But it's also like a lot of words, and I do read a lot for like other stuff already, like uni and work, and so I've been taking my sweet time, so no spoiling it. Also want to pick up Heaven's Official Blessing, but I want to watch the Donghua there first, so also don't spoil that, okay? Shush, 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 shush. Personally, Modao gets a recommended. It's really unique. You know, the main character is... I don't think he was supposed to be funny. Maybe he was, but I think he's funny, okay? And, like, the character dynamics, amazing. And again, it feels really unique reading it. There's a lot of talk about, like, being gay and stuff, so... Gotta have the appropriate dress. But, bro, check it out. I don't know why I said bro, but check it out. It's fun. Read the book, though. Like, all the adaptations, the mangas, the manhwas, the donghua, the stuff. Don't go and read the book first. You will not get all the nice gay stuff otherwise. You know? But unironically, no. That fucking book rules, man. But again, don't spoil me. I haven't read everything yet. Also, I'm still at the first volume, okay? I said I'm taking my time. Let me fucking enjoy my time with this book, okay? I read a lot of it when I went to China last time, okay? Judge. I mean, maybe the next manga you might know. And yeah. Of course I'm talking about... Yeah, that's right. Konosuba, baby. I watched Konosuba back in... high school or middle school? Like, when it first came out. It's a long time. It was my favorite anime for, like, the longest time because... I don't know, I liked how the main characters were all mean to each other. And I thought, you know, being performatively mean towards your friends, but sticking with them when it counts, that's what true friendship is. Because a real friend, they're true with you, you know? And, I mean, I still kinda enjoy Konosuba. It's funny as fuck. But, also gotta admit, it's a bit dated. And, I mean, the anime adaptation in that regard isn't as bad as the manga can be. The manga, like, let's be real. There are a lot of, like, elements, like, it's a, okay, like, Konosuba is a parody of, like, the generic isekai, you know? It's a really good parody, but you know how generic isekai has some elements. And so not Demon Slayer, I mean Konosuba has some elements, and I do enjoy those parody of those elements, but yeah, those elements are still there, so hard to overlook there. I do enjoy reading the Konosuba manga and just like seeing the differences than to the anime. I haven't read the light novels though. I only really dared myself to read one light novel, and that's Modao. But this manga, pretty good. It's not too distant from the anime adaptation. I mean, the art style is kind of different, because the manga art style is way cuter. And I mean, I like the Konosuba anime art style, but I do kind of regret that they didn't go with the manga art style, because I actually do prefer that more to the anime one. But still, it's a good read. If you kind of keep in mind what time it is from, but like, come on, you've heard of Konosuba, right? It's a good series. In general, it's a pretty good series. And I would absolutely recommend you take a read. At least if you've watched the anime and really like it. Just, oh, I kind of want something to read, don't. Just watch the anime, don't read the manga. But if you really like the anime, pick up the manga maybe, it's pretty good. Also pick up the DTRPG. Yeah. I don't know what to say. I'm just going to admit it. This manga is hot garbage. It's so bad. Jesus, it's not good. Like, it's not good. Why do I have every issue? Why did I read every issue? And why do I kinda like it? Like, by every objective measure, this manga sucks. And of course I'm talking about my favorite guilty pleasure. 9th of August, I will be eaten by you. 9th of August, I will be eaten by you. Yeah, it's a bit guilty pleasure of mine. The main character is like a pathetic loser with a something. And he's like getting bullied and stuff or something, and then like he has like a traumatic experience with like ghosts and shit, or like Hashaku-sama or whatever, and then yeah, I think it was Hashaku-sama, and then I don't know, he's like, oh no, what to do, and then like his demon girlfriend appears and kills or something the bullies that were bullying him, or kills Hashaku. I don't know. It's been a while. I did enjoy reading it though. I picked it up when it was new. It's quite old by now. I like it, but it's a guilty pleasure, I have to admit. It's by every measure, it's hot garbage. It's trash. It's like it's slop again, but I'm weak to yokai stuff and like good line art. And you gotta like, bro, oh my god, the art in this thing, surprisingly good. Still, it's so bad. Gotta drink my sorrows away, man. God, this sucks. It sucks so bad. Fuck that manga. Like, oh my god, it's not good. Like, maybe pick up the first issue, like the first volume, read. Oh, you know what? Don't even pick it up. Just go to your next like manga store or hobby store. Go to the manga section, read like the first 2 chapters, and if it sounds like something up your alley, like all the mystery stuff and characters keeping secrets from each other, because that's what this manga has a lot of, maybe it'll be like that weird itch that it scratched on for me. But oh my god, there's so much. Like, there's uncomfortable shit in there. There's just some gross shit in there. But like, I don't know, it's weirdly captivating. It's weirdly captivating. Okay, my next manga I want to talk about is also kinda bad one. But this one I wouldn't recommend as a guilty pleasure. I just didn't like it. And that one is... Die for me, my darling. It's like when okay, my thought process was, it was Halloween. I had just watched the FNAF movie with a few friends in cinema, of course. And I was going to go back home, but I didn't want to just sit on the metro doing nothing. So I picked up a book. I needed something like to really get my horror craven fix, okay? So I went to the next like bookstore in the train station, picked up this thing, and yeah, I couldn't even finish the first 2 chapters. This was an actual stinker. Fuck this fucking manga. It's so bad. I have forgotten what it was about. But I just remember reading through it being like, it's supposed to be more of a romance thing. Like, from the cover you'd think it's a horror manga, but it's not. It is just a romance manga, and it's a yandere themed romance manga, and it's bad. It's bad. Don't read it. No, not recommended. The main character is pathetic. The yandere girlfriend is like, I don't know, like, she doesn't even feel like a real, like, like, it's so red for someone with it. Like, it's like, it reads like the author's barely disguised fetish. Don't buy it. Waste of your money. It's another one I picked up at the train station. But this one I really enjoyed. It's been a while. I picked it up for like a weekend trip to Berlin. Really good though. It's fucking Kino, okay? But I've forgotten. Like, it's emptied out of my brain again, and I really need to read it again. But yeah, of course I'm talking about Blade of the Immortal! Hell yeah. I'm just gonna say it, hands down, absolute cinema. Fucking Kino! Fucking Kino! Bang, bang, bang! That shit slaps! My god! If you like Vagabond, if you like Golden Kamui, if you like the Lone Wolf and Cub, the live action movies or the manga, it's bro, 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 check it out, man. I have just this. As I said before, I basically forgot everything that was in there, except this vague feeling of just, wow, that was awesome. It's a really complicated story too. Like there's this woman who has like complicated feelings with her family and place in the world, and then there's this experienced warrior with like some sort of curse. I don't get it straight in my head anymore, but I just know I was positively surprised, and that's why I'm going to say my recommendation for Blade of the Immortal. Really fun, really good. Pick it up. It's good. Absolute cinema. Just like Yasha, okay? So far, I'd say Yasha, Blade of the Immortal, Mysterious Disappearances, those are my top 3, okay? Those are also manga I would, like, gladly lend to anyone who asks me. Any of my friends being like, oh, here's some manga recommendations, I'll send them to those 3. Bada boom, bada bosh, bang, out. Let's go. Wow, wow, wow. Also, the art is really, really pretty. It's really well, like, drawn. Okay, our next manga is made by a famous mangaka. Let's all give a warm welcome to... Yes, I know it says Die Silberprinzessin, but it's in English it's just the Japanese title Gekka Bijin. And if you think, wait, I know that art style, that kind of reminds me of Spy X Family. Well, or Spy Family, if you like, but it clearly says an X right there. I know I'm that one kind of weeb. Shut up. Yeah, Gekka Bijin reminds you of Spy Family? Yes, it is. Because it's the same author, it's what Tatsuya Endo was doing before he did Spy Family. And if you want to read it all, it's really short. It's only 5 volumes. I read them throughout the one summer holidays. I really like them. The story is really nuanced. It's like, I don't know, it's a bit like Bush era politics meets like Japanese mythology, meets like sci-fi, meets like time travel stuff. Unlike Spy X Family, I mean, what am I saying? Unlike Spy X Family, it gets pretty off the wall, but unlike Spy X Family, it gets pretty off the wall like pretty fast, okay? You can really see Endo got creative with this one. It starts like on the moon and there's like these levels of society and the world building is just insane. So, yeah, get it, man, get it. It's great. There's so many levels to this. I'm just saying, you want to read it, especially if you liked Spy Family, because it hits not the same beats. It's more like a bit of Hunted, because like the main character's on the run most of the time, so a bit One Piece-y, or like Hunted kinda. I don't know, I felt it. It's just entertaining throughout. It's pretty good. Also, look at the art. It's the Tetsuya Endo style is all over this piece. My god, look at that art. Doesn't it make you just happy to see it? You go like, wow. 这是风一种，这点痛放上马，擦干泪，不要怕，至少我们还有梦。它是风一种，这点痛放上马，擦干泪，不要问。Oh, yeah, hell yeah. Where is the... Jesus. Will you not just... I'm in the shower right now. But anyway, let's look at the next manga, which one we're really here for. And of course, we're talking about the one, the only... Yep, that's right, Gintama. And we're talking about Gintama here, okay? Oh my god, I really like Gintama. I really like the anime. I watched it basically all. Super hard Gintama fan. I watched it back in high school. And I watched it at the beginning of college. And then it ended. God damn, I've watched every episode. Gintoki, so cool. I want to cosplay him someday, okay? And yes, I'm one of those few people who ship Shinpachi and Kaguya because... I mean, if in the end, whether like the 10 years later thing, they do, like, I'd say they may. I just, you know, it's like next generation kind of thing. I'm a sucker for that kind of shit. You know, also, all the Shinsengumi members are based off, like, dead samurai, and I don't want Kaguya to be disappointed when her husbando dies, you know? So, I mean, Chinese woman... Boy! But no, unironically, this fucking manga, just like with the anime, don't buy it. Again, Gintama was like a direct-to-TV, like made-for-TV anime of the early 2000s. It's a product of its time, and the manga, it doesn't cover everything that was on TV, but it repackages some TV storylines into, like, manga form. It's one of the few ones I have in English, quite frankly, because I bought it in Amsterdam, and it's so fun. God, I enjoy it. It's a bit like redoing the old manga, like the old TV episodes I used to watch. It put me back in that Gintama vibe, without me having to watch the show, because it's ended. My God. So, if you do want that nostalgia kick again, I might recommend that manga to you. It's so good. It's so good. It's peak comedy. Fucking, I'm just gonna say it. Cinema! Okay. Well, while we're on it, this one's also an adaptation, but this one's of a video game. And many people haven't heard about it, even though I think the story is pretty good. And yeah, of course, I am talking about Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice, the story of Hanbei. I didn't know this existed. Many people didn't know this existed. But I'm glad it does, because, bro, it's amazing. Another classic samurai piece, and it really gives some much-needed lore to Sekiro, which, I say much needed, Sekiro already has plenty of lore, but you know what I mean. It's just that extra bit more lore that just... Mwah, chef's kiss. Mwah, chef's kiss, just perfect. The art, phenomenal. The lines, crisp. Oh shit. The storyline is immaculate. Brother, read it. I mean, it's not specifically stated, but I think there's some gay tension there, you know? The main two characters. I'd ship it. But I don't think... I think I'm the only one there, okay? What matters is that it's just a really, like, touching story. Well, touching? It's a really exciting... Yeah, no, exciting is a better word there. It's an exciting story akin to like Seven Samurai or the Akira Kurosawa classics about Hanbei, the tutorial NPC that teaches you sword fighting, because, you know, he's immortal, so I mean, your character is also kind of immortal in the game, but like in a different way. And Hanbei is just like straight immortal. He just gets back up. And so you have this boy in like the village, and there's like bandits, and it feels very Akira Kurosawa. It's like, it's, hey, let's make a Akira Kurosawa story, but like in the world of Sekiro. And with like Hanbei, just like one side NPC you wouldn't think to like aspire any meaning to, but a great choice nonetheless. I thoroughly liked it. I enjoyed reading every page. Sadly, I think it's only one issue. There's only one. I think there might be more Sekiro manga out there for like other characters. I only found Hanbei, and reading the manga made me try the game again. I did not get any further. That fucking ogre always beats my ass. But after reading that thing, I at least tried again. But alas, I'm not immortal, so I'm just not made for Souls-like games, man. I am tired. But we do have one more manga left. One more. And yeah, that is, last but not least, Frau Faust. I have literally no clue what that would be in English. Editor me, put it on the screen right there. Wow, so informative. I don't even know if they sell it in English or like in England or America. Why did I pick it up? Why did I buy it? As you might be able to tell, I'm German. I know, very cringe. But yeah, that's about it. I read the original book. I had to read it for class, like literature class back in high school. And I kind of got a weird obsession with it. Just like how I'm obsessed with Shakespeare, I'm obsessed with Goethe. And so I'm like, bro, maybe we should like pick up this Faust book, but like as a manga. And bro, it's weird. It's got some weird details in there. Like some weird gender bending wizardry and some twink ass femboys, and it's not really anything to do with the story of the original Faust, and like a weird Mephisto, and like Mephisto is the villain like in the real Faust, but like they hunt him, and it takes place after the original Faust. I'm not quite sure. It's confusing, but there's some femboys in there, and I really like that. Also, I know it's a rare admission for me, but like female Faust, Frau Faust, the titular Frau Faust, is kind of hot. Not gonna lie, I know, shocker, especially coming from this guy. But yeah, I can't lie. So yeah, pick it up if you can. Like it was like a special, like my hobby store had a special like thing where they do it like really like once kind of thing, and I tried to find it again, like any new issues. I haven't found any, and it's like it's clearly meant to be one of a series because like there's series numbers, and I looked it up and it's part of a series, but I haven't found the book anywhere ever since. So good luck picking it up if you can. I know it's in Japanese, I know it's in German. I can't tell you more than that. But if you do find it, get ready for a weird and wonderful story that's kinda related to the story of Dr. Faustius as told by Goethe. Or not, I don't know, it's weird. The art is phenomenal. The men and the one woman that I think is notable are pretty hot. And it's I would put it on like the kind of trash or like slop tier, about the same as Mysterious Disappearances. It's kind of seinen mystery slop, but I like it. I really do like it. And yeah, it's good. Please. It's so good. like surprisingly good. It's a bit off the rails, but it's mighty fine. And look at the art. The art is really cute, really detailed. Just in general, a delight. It looks a bit like Seven Deadly Sins, which is a downside, but only slightly. It only has a slight that vibe. So if you don't really mind, like the vibe similarity, you could pick it up that yeah. If you do really think, ah no, it looks a bit too similar to Seven Deadly Sins, and as I said, I've only read like the first volume. I haven't read any more. It could it could take the Seven Deadly Sins turn. Also, it's been a while since I read it. Like, it could go the route of Seven Deadly Sins. I don't know. I don't like to read digital manga. But I'm going to reread it. And if I can't find, like, a physical copy somewhere, I'm going to read it digitally. I know. I know. I'm going to have to read manga digitally. Ah. Ah. But no, I'm fully committed to find out now that I've like I was like rummaging through my manga collection and I found it and was like, God damn, I totally forgot about this. I barely remember what's in this, but I just remember I was pleasantly surprised. Why didn't I get another issue? Oh right, because there's no other issues. It's a one-time print thing. It was actually in the new books. We recommend these, like in the recommended shelf too, on my hobby store. So you know it's good. Actually, no, the recommended shelf is usually full of like shit and BL stuff, which I don't read. But I mean, it's good. I don't want to read. Like, I do want to read it, but I don't want to go up to the cashier with like a manga which is just like, no, I want to snuggle you so hard, and it's a muscular guy who's taking the shirt off a femboy. I'm going to get weird looks. I do like. No, I just have to get over my fear. I do have to get over my fear. I will pick up the BL books. I have to, or science, for science. And with that, Lakitax out. Good night. Wow wow.